What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And we'll get into the home run prop action. Had a great day on Tuesday. Hit another handful of winners. And we're going to hopefully build on that, roll over some of that profit, make some more today. And just a reminder for everybody, these plays are very high risk, high reward. These home run props, so I don't recommend dumping your whole bankroll into these home run props. They're just for some side action. Have some pizza or some coffee money on. They're just for some fun. And like you said, like I said, when you see that we can make some nice plus money, even just off of a couple of bucks, it makes it all the more worthwhile. So definitely, I would tread lightly with these. Like I said, just play very responsibly with these. Some people like to parlay them. You don't have to play every single play I give out here. You can play them straight, but if there's a couple you like and you like to parlay, I would recommend round robbing any parlay above 3 legs. That way, if you get one wrong, how many times have we all been one leg off from our parlay, right? And it gets busted up. So at least if one doesn't hit, you still win something with a round robin, if that's within your means, of course. But if you are looking for the games that I do love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, you can head on over to pickdawgz.com and click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. I got it right. Premium picks tab at the top of the page, and we'll get you sorted. But let's do a quick recap of the plays that we did hit on Tuesday. And we started things off with like I said, one of my favorite plays was Jorge Soler. It was plus 225, but again, I'm not going to sneeze at plus money. He's been absolutely tearing lefties apart, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start getting into the Aaron Judge price territory with Jorge Soler at the close. The later that we move on into the season, and especially when he's playing against or batting against left-handed pitching, I'll tell you that much. But also hit with Paul Goldschmidt. His back was against the wall with me, and he definitely came through. Hit a pair of home runs, got him at plus 285, and if you happen to hit 2 or more, well, all the better for you. But so we caught Paul Goldschmidt at plus 285, and we also got great value, at least I feel, with Aaron Judge. We got him at plus 270. 1 yard late, but better late than never, I always say. So, Aaron Judge cashing for us, and once again, Christopher Morel coming through at plus 650. The guy's on an absolute tear. And there just looks to be no stopping him right now. So definitely Christopher Morel on a nice run, and we caught him at plus 650. But before I get started into the home run props, I want to remind everybody, drop your comments in the comment section below. Do you like the angle I took on some of these games? Do you not like the angle? Do you have player props of your own? Let me know. Like I said, drop them in there, because I'll tell you, sometimes I pick and choose. I love interacting with you guys, but I love taking a look at your guys' home run props. And man, you guys have been dropping some fire ones in there as well. And sometimes even I take the props from the home run the comment section of the video, and put a couple bucks on them to hit a home run. Like I said, you guys have been absolutely delivering. But the problem is that some people drop stuff in after the game starts. That doesn't help anybody. So I implore everybody, please drop the plays in there. If you're gonna drop them in before the game start. Because like I said, if they're not in there before the game start, don't really help anybody. And none of this thank me later stuff. It's not a picking contest. It's not a competition. We're here to beat the books as a team, one goal, and that is to make the books pay us out big time when we're betting these home run props. But anyways, let's get into the home run prop action for Wednesday, May 24th, and we started things off with some afternoon baseball. I only looked at one afternoon game today, but unfortunately, with how early it is, can't afford to wait for any late information. So this is for the people more so that I would say that have notifications turned on or usually tune in or keep checking for this time. But there's a few props I like from this Pirates and Rangers matchup. The first one I liked was Tucupita Marcano. But again, I couldn't find a price for him. Don't know if that means he's not playing. I haven't seen any lineups as of yet. But Marcano, he's hitting 364 with a pair of homers against lefties in the last 2 weeks. A decent 7.9% barrel rate. Martin Perez, a pitcher that I like, but he's had issues on the road. All 8 of his home runs allowed this season have come on the road, so I would look at Tucupita Marcano. And same thing again with Jack Suwinski. I haven't seen if he was on an injury report, but he's not as hot lately against lefties, but he does have 7 home runs this season against left-handed pitching. Still leads the Pirates in barrel rate at 15.6%. So I'd take a shot with Jack Suwinski. Those guys I couldn't find prices on. But one Pirate I could find a price on was Brian Reynolds at plus 600. Second on the Pirates in barrel rate. 5 home runs against left-handed pitching this season. Let's take a shot with Brian Reynolds at plus 600. Switch dugouts. We're going to go with a couple of Texas Rangers here. And we're going to go with Josh Young to hit a home run at plus 600. Young has been absolutely on fire. He's been absolutely crushing it, hitting 385 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching over the last week. I think he could get another one here against Johan Oviedo, who I think is pitching a little bit above his pay grade, a little bit above his baseball card right now. So I'm going to take Josh Young at plus 600. Also going to look at Adolis Garcia at plus 425. He's got 3 home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. Has a 15.4% barrel rate this year. So I would take a look at Adolis Garcia at plus 425. Also going to look at this matchup between the Blue Jays and the Rays. It's a decent pitching matchup, Kikuchi and McClanahan. But I think there's some value for some home run props here. I'm going to start here with the Blue Jays. I'm going to look at Matt Chapman at plus 380. He's hitting 447 against left-handed pitching this season with a pair of home runs and also has a career dinger off of Shane McClanahan. We just saw a ton of offense from Toronto on Tuesday, plating 20 runs. Now, yeah, some of those came off of position players, but while McClanahan has been stout this year, it only takes one. And McClanahan, he's still allowing a 10% barrel rate this year. Chapman consistently been a power threat for Toronto. He leads the team in barrel rate this season. I'm going to go with Matt Chapman at plus 380. Also going to look at Bo Bichette at plus 575, hitting 366 with 3 home runs this season against left-handed pitching. We always get great value with Bo Bichette, and he's always viable for a home run. So take Bo Bichette at plus 375. I'm also going to go for a Springer dinger. George Springer at plus 600 has 3 career home runs and 14 career at-bats against Shane McClanahan. I like the matchup. Wouldn't be surprised if Springer went for a leadoff homer here. So I'm going to go with George Springer at plus 600. Switch dugouts here. We're going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to go with Randy Arozarena at plus 390. He's hitting 355 with 5 home runs against left-handed pitching this season. I'm not the biggest Yusei Kikuchi fan. I'm a Blue Jays fan, but I don't love Kikuchi. He has pitched well in spots, but when he gets hit hard, as evidenced by an 11.5% barrel rate. I think Arozarena could get him here. So I'm going to take Randy Arozarena at plus 390. Also going to look at Yandy Diaz. Guy that has 4 home runs against left-handed pitching this season. Plus 410, I think, is some solid value with the Yandy Diaz. And I'm also going to look at Harold Ramirez at plus 550. He has 3 home runs and a 393 batting average against left-handed pitching this year. So give me Harold Ramirez here at plus 550. Now, I just want to sort of remind everybody that while I do love, giving out home run prop winners here, and that is one of the main goals of this home run prop show is to give you guys some free winners. I also like showing just how much you can find with these betting tools. The graphics for this home run prop show are slides that are taken directly from the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. They do all the heavy lifting for you. You can find, streak tools there, like if you like betting hot and cold trends, parlay builders, profitable teams and angles. But the main thing I like is the player props. It shows you how much, or where the player props are at, how often they hit, and where the best possible price is. Nice thing is, if you don't have a book that's giving you the best possible price, you click on that price, it takes you, you sign up for the sports book, you get a sportsbook bonus offer on us to play that best possible number, and you get an extra sports book in your back pocket to do some line shopping, which is the one advantage that the books can't take away from you, is your ability to find the best possible price, the best possible number. I could go on and on probably for at least an hour talking about how great these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place are, but I think it's more effective if you guys go over and check them out on your own, play around with them. I promise you they're going to make you a ton of money. But we'll get back into the home run prop action for Wednesday's card. And we're going to go to this matchup between the Nationals and the Padres. And we're going to go with Matt Carpenter to hit a home run here at plus 330. He's in a little bit of a slump. He's hitting just 114 against righties in the month of May. But this is a great spot for him to break out against Trevor Williams, a mid-arm at best. And his career, Matt Carpenter hitting 286 with 3 home runs against Trevor Williams. So give me Matt Carpenter at plus 330. Also going to look at Lane Thomas at plus 575. Now, I don't trust Ryan Weathers as far as I can throw him in a Padres uniform as a starting pitcher. And in the month of May, Thomas hitting 333 with 4 home runs against left-handed pitching. I love this matchup for Lane Thomas. And Thomas, usually the only national I'll back against left-handed pitching. So give me Lane Thomas at plus 575. Also going to look at this matchup between the Yankees and the Orioles. One Yankee, well, give him out again. I like Aaron Judge here at plus 195. What else is new? I'm in the business of giving out free winners, and if that's the case, you're likely going to hear Aaron Judge from me a fair bit. But Tyler Wells, a solid option on the mound for Baltimore. Judge has had his number, hitting a career .429 with a pair of dingers off of Wells. Came through on Tuesday, still has a 30% barrel rate this season. I'm on board. Give me Aaron Judge at plus 195. I like Anthony Santander to hit one for the Baltimore Orioles at plus 325. Nestor Cortez, he hasn't been terrible. He's given up a 7.2% barrel rate. But Santander in May hitting .375 against lefties with a pair of homers. Hasn't had a ton of success against Cortez in his career, but it only takes one. I'm going to go with Anthony Santander at plus 325. Also going to look at Ryan Mountcastle. Basically the same line as Santander, hitting .375 in May against lefties with a pair of homers. Always a power threat for the O's. So give me Ryan Mountcastle at plus 375. I'm also going to look at Adley Rutschman here at plus 540. In his career against Cortez, his brief career, 5 for 9. He's yet to go yard against Cortez, but I think Rutschman could be in line to potentially get one here, and we're getting a nice price at plus 540, so I'll take it. Also going to go to this Dodgers and Braves matchup, and I'm going to go with JD Martinez to hit a home run, plus 510. Atlanta's Bryce Elder giving up an 8.1% barrel rate this year. Martinez hitting .310 with 3 home runs against right-handed pitching in the month of May. So give me JD Martinez at plus 510. Also going to look at Freddie Freeman to hit a home run at plus 600. Freddie Freeman, not Freddie Fermin. Freddie Freeman at plus 480. Freeman, I think we have another stop on the Freeman Revenge Tour. He's hitting .423 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the month of May. So give me Freddie Freeman at plus 480. I'm also going to look at Ronald Acuna Jr. on the other dugout here at plus 390. He's hitting .318 with 4 home runs against righties in May. Tony Gonsolin, he isn't giving anything easy to opposing batters, but I think Acuna Jr. can get one off of anyone on his best day. I think he could get Gonsolin here. So give me Acuna Jr. at plus 390. Also going to look at Matt Olson at plus 310. It's a .278 batting average and a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. Looks to be back on track after a bit of a rough patch. So give me Matt Olson here at plus 310. Also going to take Jorge Soler at plus 300. I like Soler a lot more against left-handed pitching, but he's in a home run groove right now. And I think that he's worth a play against Carl Kaufman of the Rockies. I haven't been impressed with in a small sample size, so give me Jorge Soler to welcome Kaufman with a dinger here at plus 300. And before we get into our last couple of games, just want to remind everybody, a term you hear me mention a lot is barrel rate. What is barrel rate? Well, it's one of the more important metrics when you're looking at betting home run props, something to take into consideration, where a barrel is basically the perfect combination of launch angle and exit velocity off of the bat, to where it's sort of like if you just factor it into a zone, the further you go into that zone, the more likely you are to hit a well-hit ball into the outfield and subsequently a home run. And like I said, why is barrel rate important? Well, of balls that were classified as barrels in 2022, 45% of them went for home runs. And that was the lowest percentage of barrels to home runs that we had seen in pretty much a decade. And if you're going to give me a 45 to 60% probability edge on a plus money prop that's going on from anywhere from plus 200 to plus 1,000 and up, I will take that any day of the week. And that goes for both batters and pitchers. Barrel rate for how many barrels they're putting in play, and barrel rate for pitchers, how many barrels they're giving up on the mound. So definitely an important metric to keep in mind. But we're going to go back to the home run prop action for Wednesday. Close things out with just a couple more games. I'm going to go with Rafael Devers here at plus 450. Still the top power threat on the Red Sox, in my opinion. In May, he's hitting .364 with a pair of home runs against lefties. I'm not a Tyler Anderson fan. He still has an ERA well over 5 this season. I'm looking for Devers to go yard here. So give me Rafael Devers at plus 450. Also going to look at Justin Turner at plus 450. Hasn't been the most consistent with the long ball, but he does have a solid career track record against Tyler Anderson. In his career against Anderson, Justin Turner hitting 534 career at bats with 3 home runs. Figure it's a nice value shot here at plus 450 as well. So give me Justin Turner at plus 450. Also going to go with the standalone play for the Seattle Mariners. Jared Kelenic at plus 500. I'm going back to well with Kelenic here, hitting 318 with a pair of homers against lefties in the month of May. A's starter Ken Waldichuk, he's right up there in terms of homers allowed by a starting pitcher this season. Right up near the top. I believe he's just under Jordan Lyles for the dubious distinction of the league lead. So give me Jared Kelenic here at plus 500. And I guess we'll save what I feel is saving the best for last. You can go with the same game parlay on these two, but I'm going to go with Christopher Morel. Going to go back to the Welton plus 550. We continue to get great prices with Morel. He homered on Tuesday, and I like the matchup. I like the play considering the matchup is what I thought we were getting on Tuesday with Kodai Senga, but Senga's start got pushed back to today. Morel, he's played in 12 games so far for the Cubs, has homered in 9 of them. And Kodai Senga is limited to the homers allowed recently, but 5 of the 6 home runs he's given up this season have come on the road. So I'm going to take Christopher Morel at plus 550. Also going to look at Pete Alonso at plus 550. Marcus Stroman not giving up a ton at home this season, but he's actually pitched way better at Wrigley, which is different from last year. But the thing for me here is Alonso, 8 home runs in May against right-handed pitching. I think he could add to his total here. Like I said, as well as Stroman is pitching, you can still pitch well and give up a home run. And I think Pete Alonso, the most likely candidate to do it here. So, and this is for the league leader in home runs in Pete Alonso, plus 550. I got to take a shot here. So give me Pete Alonso at plus 550. But there you have it. That was your home run prop action for Wednesday. We'll do a quick recap of the plays that we gave out here. Gave out Brian Reynolds at plus 600. Josh Young of the Rangers at plus 600. Also, for earlier action, I had also for the Pirates, if you can find them, Tucupita Marcano and Jack Suwinski. Also gave out Adolis Garcia at plus 425 for the Rangers. For the Blue Jays, got a trio here. We got Matt Chapman at plus 380. Bo Bichette at plus 575. And George Springer at plus 600. Switch dugouts, we got a trio of Rays to follow. We got Randy Arozarena at plus 390. Yandy Diaz for the Rays at plus 410. And Harold Ramirez at plus 550. Switch up to the Padres Nationals. For the Padres, got Matt Carpenter at plus 330. For the Nationals, Lane Thomas at plus 575. For the Yankees, Old Faithful, Aaron Judge at plus 195. Anthony Santander for the Orioles at plus 325. 1 to 3 Orioles. Also on the Oriole train, we looked at Ryan Mountcastle at plus 375. Adley Rutschman at plus 540. And for the Dodgers, we went with J.D. Martinez at plus 510. And Freddie Freeman at plus 480. Switch up to the Braves. We went with Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 390. And Matt Olson at plus 310. Standalone play for the Miami Marlins, Jorge Soler at plus 300. And for the Red Sox, couple plays here. Couple went with Rafael Devers at plus 450. And also at plus 450, Justin Turner. Went with a standalone for the Seattle Mariners and Jared Kelenic. And one of my favorite plays on the board today, I think, got Christopher Morel at plus 550. Great value there. And also great value on Pete Alonso at plus 550, the home run leader. Definitely worth taking a shot on at this price. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Past 130,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Wouldn't be able to have done it without your guys' love and support. Remember to smash that like button if you haven't subscribed already. Please make sure to do so. Make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Especially when we have afternoon baseball like this. We try to get the content out as early as possible. Sometimes we have to wait for prices, but sometimes we also can't wait any longer with how close we're going to be to first pitch for this one. So that Rangers and Pirates game, a bonus, and just proof you want to have notifications turned on. But if you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And I implore everyone, please go over and check out these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. They'll do the heavy lifting for you. You know, they're 100% free. You're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere on the internet. And it's something that you're going to, I should say anywhere for that matter. And it's something that you want to definitely make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. I tell you what, let's crush the books on Wednesday. See you guys soon. Best of luck.